Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, depending on if you pronounce it that way, from Arkham City. Let's do a question of the day. I know I've asked this before, but I don't know if I ever got a consensus. How do you pronounce this guy's name? I have always called him Raz, and I think that's how they pronounced it in the animated series. Where'd they come up with Ra's? Is that in the Dark Knight movies? I don't remember. Either way, I prefer Raz, but Ra's also sounds good. I don't know. I kind of like both. You guys let me know what you think. But this figure has some incredibly good things going on for it, and then it also has some incredibly awkward and weird and terrible things going on. So this, I don't have any idea how I'm going to end up rating this. We're going to find out as we go. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about to the head, about 7 1/4. We'll go 7 5/8 for the hair. The hair does poof a lot, and that's going to make him roughly, we'll say 18.5 and then 19.5. Here he is up against everyone's favorite Darwin. He's a lot bigger because it's 7-inch scale, and here he is up against everyone's favorite undersized Batman, who looks completely out of scale because his legs are too small. Like, way too small. That poor Batman. Oh, man. That's a shame. That Batman's so close to being really good. Okay, so we already did the question of the day in the intro. We already did some comparisons. So let's dive into the aesthetic. We'll start with the good. The detail work in the torso is very nice. Sculpt work, most for his suit all the way around, is really good, not counting articulation. We'll get to that. Sculpt work is nice. The paint work matches it wonderfully. That chest piece is just really well done. And you'll notice there's actually two different colors up here. There's a brown and a green. They're very dull, so it's kind of hard to notice, but you do have that, and then the gold all the way around looks nice. The tattoos on the arms, very clean, very nicely done. Looks great. Detail work throughout the belt is good. The pants actually have the two-tone thing going on, and some more sculpted details. The boots, of course, have the sculpted details. Not a whole lot to talk about on the back, but it looks good. The sculpt on the face is okay. It doesn't quite look right. It looks a little bit like Beavis and Butthead, the way they did the face. I don't know which one. It looks like one of them. I never watched that show, but it does look a little strange. And the hair is just way too Wolfman-y. He did not have hair quite like this. I'll find an image. It's a little bit too much, but the paint work on the face is really good. The hair, the eyes, the redness around the eyes is a little bit weird, but it's still well done. So all in all, it looks pretty good. The face definitely could be better, but it's all right. Downsides for paint is that the arms and the upper arms and the shoulders are molded. The lower arms are painted and it doesn't match. I don't know if you guys can be able to tell on camera, but the painted parts that are this color, that are painted skin tone right here and right here, they're a very different color and it doesn't look good. The other thing, like sculpt wise, it's really good other than the issues with the head. And then the biceps are actually concave. He has no bicep muscle at all. Not a little bit, just none. I mean, as far as the bulge goes, he's got no bulge, which is, you need a bulge. You can see he's got muscles everywhere else. His triceps have a bulge, but his biceps actually dip in. So that is not a good look. It looks really weird that he has zero bicep muscle. So definitely some downsides, but also some really nice things. So I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna go 8. That might be considered generous, I guess, but the detail work that's on here is really nice. Adding some biceps would have been good enough. I don't even mind the hair in the face that much, but having those arms look so wimpy is weird. Very weird. Okay, let's talk about the accessories. He has his sword, which is done nicely enough. It's fine, it's got some details in there, and it's nice and shiny, so I'll take that. It's a little bit soft, but hey, never mind. Okay, so as far as the other accessories, we get the trading card, which is just a picture of the figure, which is not particularly flattering, I guess. It's okay. It's all right. It's orange. And then we get the display stand. So 0 out of 10 for no, 1 out of 10 for the sword. It's got a sword. Okay, let's talk about the articulation. I have no idea how this is because I haven't tested it yet. We're going to find out together. Double ball peg for the neck. Can't really look down. Can look up a little bit. Leans side to side nicely. Rotates nicely. Leans and rotates well enough. So it's okay. Shoulders. Get up to horizontal, that's fine. The shoulder pads are clearly part of the body. They are soft, so they flex a little bit. They don't really get in the way too much. Obviously, if you're going to do some crazy poses, they might, but it seems all right so far. The arms maybe have that usual wiggle that they have, but there's almost no range, so that's okay. Bicep swivel is fine, no problem there. Double jointed elbow works nicely. It's a little bit ugly, still kind of gappy and weird, but it's functional, so that's good. Wrists are on ball hinges, which will give you a little bit of extra range, and that's good so that he can hold the sword properly, so that's okay. Torso, it is hollow in here, I mean, at least mostly, so can he... I don't know, it just feels like a ball peg. I'm not feeling any hinges. You definitely get rotation, and it can lean, but I think the plastic is maybe too strong for it because there's no gaps or splits or anything, so it can't flex enough. He can lean back, that's okay. Forward, yeah, some, but it pops his pants out. So yeah, it's the torso articulation is pretty not good. Hips going out to the side, that's good. We got the splits, so that's all right. Going forward, that's not all the way up, but it's okay. That's all right. Going back, you do get some range. Thigh swivel, and just a touch. Double jointed knees are hideous. Can't even get that top one to go. There we go. I don't think they needed all the sharp edges on the knee. I think they could have done that better. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world for a $25 figure, but it could be a lot better. But you do get good range out of it. I'll take that. The lower legs, too long. Not by a ton this time, but they are definitely too long, as per usual. No boot swivel. Sculpted ankle joints, very soft ratchets on this guy. Plenty of range, but very few spots where you can actually leave it on a ratchet, so that's going to suck for posing, as usual. And the ankle rocker is, of course, good because it's a ball hinge. Toe joint on this guy is relatively stiff and far enough forward that it might be useful. Okay, so his articulation is pretty average at best. Torso sucks. Arms are okay. Legs are okay. I'll go 7 for McFarlane. It's not impressive for articulation, but it'll probably be enough for most basic posing. Nothing crazy, though. Okay, so now it's time for the final verdict after we do the cake rating. Oh, man, what happened? As soon as Catwoman came out, she had those buns for days, and now we have virtually no cake on any figure subsequently, except for the ones they've been posting on Instagram, which is ironic, because it's Instagram. 0 out of 10. That's not a good cake. That's virtually no cake at all. For somebody who's supposedly muscular and powerful, he's got no cake, so that's no good. Okay, final rating time. 7 out of 10. I'm not going to even bother. It's like there's some things that are really nice on it, but then other things that really pull it back. And it's just like, let's say the aesthetic was just really good and then the articulation was bad. I might be able to accept that. But the face being weird and the lack of biceps, the miscolored arms, and no cake, I just can't even say the aesthetic's that good. It is in some spots. That chest piece is wonderful. That is sculpted and painted wonderfully. The rest, not good. Okay, so yeah, you got it. 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.